Hi, it's Eliz. So everyone knows downward facing dog, but does everyone know how to do it correctly? There's certain cues with your hands and your shoulders and your feet to get you to really do it correctly and get the most out of the posture. So we'll start on our hands and knees. So for down dog, where your hands are is really important. So if you look at your hands and you have an L shape, you're gonna turn the thumbs up a little bit. Think about that turkey hand that you made in second grade. That's kind of the look that you want. When you look down, you want little turkey hands. That helps you rotate your shoulders and get ready for downward facing dog. But first, let's take some cat-cows. So, as you inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest and really pull your wrists to your knees. As you exhale, round your upper back, tuck your chin, pull your hands away from each other. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, around. 2 more, watch those elbows, keep them micro bent. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, drop your belly, exhale, round. So come to neutral spine in your tabletop. You're gonna keep your turkey hands, just move them up a little bit. Tuck your toes, hover the knees. So you want your feet to be hips width distance apart. You're gonna hover your knees, push your chest back to your thighs, drop your chin. From there, just slowly start to lift the tail. Whether your legs straighten or not, it is really not the point. That flexibility comes with time. Work on getting your spine nice and long. So shake your head a little up and down, a little side to side. And then notice the distance between your hands and your feet. If you feel kind of too close in, you keep your knees bent, but start walking your feet back a little bit. Keeping the knees bent, press your chest to your thighs, lift your tail a little higher, exhale, come back down. So check your turkey hands. Feet are hips width distance, knees are hips width distance. Toes are tucked, lift the knees, chest to thighs, lift your tail, dingle your head, shake it a little up and down, shake it a little side to side. Now keep your left knee bent, you're gonna press down through that right heel, lift your right toes, and really feel that stretch going up the heel, up the calf, behind the leg on your hamstring, but can you also feel some sensation down the spine? One more inhale, exhale, bend the right knee, and straighten your left leg, press. So it's not just hanging out, you're actively pressing that heel down, feeling the stretch up the leg. One more breath, bend the knees, and come back to hands and knees. So we're gonna pay attention now to your upper body. So knees are hips width distance, toes are tucked. You're making your little turkey hands. Push your chest back to your thighs, dangle your head heavy. Are you crunching your shoulders to your ears? Bend your elbows, watch your shoulders drop. But it's harder, yes, but you're doing it correctly. So maybe walking your feet back a little bit. Now lift your tail, keep your elbows a little bit bent, and just let your heels be heavy this time. So having your heels completely touch the ground takes time. What you want is to disengage the back of the legs to be able to focus on your spine, keeping your elbows micro bent. I'm tired. Okay, drop your knees, sit back on the heels, take a rest. So we're gonna do a full down dog, and then we'll add that to our vinyasa. So as you're ready, hands and knees, find your little turkey hands. Walk your hands up a little. Let's walk our knees back a little bit. Knees are hips width distance, tuck your toes. Chest to thigh, lift your tail. Let your heels be heavy. Unlock your elbows. Shake your head a little up and down. Shake your head a little side to side. Breathe. Maybe pedal out through your heels if that feels nice. And then on your next inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, and look up. Step your feet to the top of the mat. We're gonna find a forward fold here. So inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Dangle your head. 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway, hold. Press the back of the thighs towards the back of the room. Reach the crown of your head forward. Think about making like a figure 7 shape with your body. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your palms, step your feet back to high plank. Find your turkey hands already because it actually helps you with your Chaturanga as well. So as you inhale, shift your weight to your knuckles. As you exhale, bend your elbows back and slowly lower all the way down. Tops of your feet pressing against the mat, kneecaps are lifted, thumbs a little closer to your ribs. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, come onto your knees. Send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Always taking time to adjust your posture. Soften the elbows. Press your chest to your thighs. Drop your heels, maybe pedal it out. So your gaze, what you're looking at, should be either your big toes, between your heels, or between the knees. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, and look forward. Exhale, tiptoe your feet up in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step your feet back. You can always drop your knees for half plank. Find your little turkey hands. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, bend your elbows back. Slowly lower. Feel your elbows touch your ribs as you lower down. Tops of your feet pressing against the mat. Kneecaps are lifted. Thumbs a little closer to your ribs. Remember, don't push against the fingers. Grip. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Now push straight back to down dog. Skip the hands and knees. So almost plank, but then downward facing dog. Let your heels be heavy. Soften your elbows. Soften your jaw. Soften the space between your eyebrows. 3 deep breaths. More breaths. 1 more inhale. Exhale, drop your knees. Come back to seated on your heels. So play with your hands, play with bending your knees deeply, lifting your tail. You would be surprised how we hold tension in our head, actually let go of your head when you're in down dog. So let's stretch a little bit. So back to tabletop. Let's take a little twist. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, thread the right arm all the way through so the back of the shoulder and your ear are down. So with the left hand, push your weight to the right. Let your head be heavy. So you should feel a stretch in the back of the right shoulder. You can stay here. You can walk your left fingertips up. Or for a half bind, you can wrap your left arm around the waist. So the trick for this stretch is to lean into that right side. 2 breaths. Left hand under the left shoulder, press into it, reach your right arm up. And then right hand down, and we'll do the other side. So inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, thread through, left shoulder, left ear down, head is heavy. Tip weight to the left. Here you want no resistance. The more you can relax, the deeper the stretch, and you can keep your hand where it is, walk it up, or wrap the arm around the waist. Right hand down, press into it, reach your left arm up. Left hand down, move your hips a little side to side like a puppy wagging its tail, and sit back on the heels. Thank you so much for taking class today. And if you want to find out how to do the alignment of other postures, please let me know by commenting below. Also, check out my 30-day yoga series for beginners. It'll show you how to do all the postures.
Join us for 14 and 30-day programs, hour-long classes, and much more on our yoga app, Yoga Plus by PsycheTruth. It's free to download and features a variety of wellness content, including yoga, fitness, Pilates, guided meditations, and interviews with dozens of wellness experts.